Hey, this is B-level skill out of the surface area learning target. We're going to try to find surface area first by using Pythagorean theorem or some other type of method to find an unknown side length. So let's take a look at number one. We're going to ask to find the surface area of the solid, and the best way that I like to find surface area is just to break it into the parts. So we have a triangle, front and back, 5 and 8. We have two of them, so I'm going to put them multiply by 2. We've got the bottom rectangle, which is an 8 by 12. We've got the side rectangle, which is a 5 by 12. But we're missing a side length right here. This top rectangle, shaded in red for just a moment, this top rectangle is 12 by unknown. And that same length kind of corresponds with, over in our base, that x. So we got to use Pythagorean theorem to find it. 5 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. So use Pythagorean theorem. 5 squared is 25, 8 squared is 64. Take the square root of that answer, and we get 9.4. One decimal place is fine for now. All right, so that will tell us finally the third rectangle around the outside is a 12 by 9.4. We've got one of each of those rectangles, two triangles, and so we can start finding the area. Area of the triangle is 1/2 base, which is 8 times the height. So this is going to be 20. We need to multiply that by 2, and so we have 40. The rest of them are just rectangles, so it's base times height. This one would be 96. 5 times 12 is 60. And 9.4 times 12 is 112.8. So we'll add all those together. For a total surface area of 308.8 square feet. Number 2 is another problem where we will need to use Pythagorean theorem. I'll help you set this one up. I'll ask you to finish it. Here we have height, just regular height, elevator going up and down the middle. In order to find the surface area, we need to know the slant height. We need to know this, call it L. And right inside of this triangle, you can see, or inside the pyramid, excuse me, is a right triangle. Now the whole length across is 20. That length is 10. The height is 24, and the slant height is going to be the hypotenuse. So when we take this out, now you've got a right triangle that you can find the height for those lateral sides. So I'll let you find that L, and then you've got a base, which is a 20 by 20 square, just one base, and then you've got a triangle with a base of 20. Whatever you find for L will be the height of that triangle, and we've got 4 of them, so you're going to multiply by 4. Okay, let's look at number 3. Here we've given the surface area of a solid, find the missing side length. All right, so we've got an X down here, and basically we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find the surface area. So I've got a triangle, or I'm sorry, a rectangle on top and on bottom. That is a X by 6, and we have 2 of those, so times 2. We've got the front and the back is an X times 8. We've got 2 of those. And then we've got the sides, which is going to be 6 times 8, 2 of those. So the area of one rectangle, 6x, multiply 8x down here, and 6 times 8, we can actually figure out that this one is 48. Now we need to double each of these, so 6 times 2 is 12x, 8 times 2 is 16x, and 48 times 2 is 96. Now I'm going to let you do the rest, but if we take this, and this, and we set that equal to what our surface area, what we were told our surface area is, 320, we can solve for x. Combine like terms and solve. All right, the last question, I'll draw a picture with you and I'll have you solve this last little bit. We've got a cone with a radius of 13 inches. So I've got a cone, 13 inches. The lateral surface meets the base at an angle of 54. So we've got a vertex up at the top. And this angle right here is 54 degrees. We need to try to find the surface area. Well, we've got a right triangle here. This is a 90-degree angle. And we're trying to find L. We need to find L. So we can set up using SOHCAHTOA. This is our adjacent side. This is our hypotenuse. SOHCAHTOA says adjacent hypotenuse is cosine of 54 is equal to adjacent is 13 over hypotenuse, which is L. Set that up as a proportion, put a 1 underneath it, cross multiply, solve. You've got your slant height, and then of course we can use our formula for the surface area of a cone to find the answer. Check the answer on your completed notes.